Hey guys, welcome back to JacQ of All Trades, and this is episode 21. So today we are talking about overreacting. Not the dramatic flipping tables over kind, I mean the subtle kind. The kind where someone says one harmless sentence and your brain immediately goes, wow, okay, so this is a personal attack now. If you've ever felt like people are constantly triggering you, or if you've noticed people slowly, quietly, emotionally moonwalking out of your life, this episode might sting a little. But a productive sting. Not a wow, I need to fight someone sting. So don't come after me, please. Let me paint a picture. Have you ever been around someone who reacts like every comment is a hidden insult? You say, hey, that shirt looks different on you, and suddenly it's like an emotional backstory just got unlocked. Or you make a light-hearted joke, and boom, they are sulking in the corner like you just ruined their entire childhood. Being around someone like that is exhausting. It's like walking through a field of emotional landmines. You don't know which word is going to set them off, so eventually you just stop walking there. And here's the uncomfortable part. If you are that person or you suspect you might be that person, people don't leave because they don't care. They leave because tiptoeing around someone's emotions is mentally draining. And yes, I say all of this with love because I've been there. I used to be way more reactive than I am now. One example still lives rent-free in my head. Whenever I talked about my work, landing a big corporate client, pulling in a massive order for my products, and people would often say, oh wow, you're so lucky. And every time I heard that word, lucky, something inside me just clenched. Because to me, lucky felt like, oh, this just magically happened to me, or my years of work don't count. It felt dismissive. Like all those late nights, stress spirals, and why am I doing this moments got reduced to a 4-letter word. So yeah, I reacted internally, sometimes externally, definitely emotionally. But eventually, and this took time, I realized something uncomfortable. Most people don't mean anything by it. Lucky is often just a filler word. It's what people say when they don't know how to articulate admiration. They are not trying to erase your effort. They just don't have better vocabulary in that moment. And once that clicked, the word stopped stinging. Now I just laugh and say, yep, lucky and tired at the same time. Same facts, different reaction, much lighter life overall. Let me tell you why overreacting is actually self-sabotage. Here's the tough truth. When we overreact a lot, we think we are protecting ourselves. But what we are actually doing is pushing people away. Friends stop sharing things with you because they are scared of saying the wrong thing. Conversations start feeling rehearsed, like everyone's walking on eggshells. And eventually, people choose distance over drama. What feels like self-defense slowly becomes self-sabotage. You're building walls so high, even the people who care about you don't want to climb them anymore. That's how relationships quietly die. Not with a fight, but with fatigue. These days, I live by a very simple rule. Not everything deserves my energy. If someone's genuinely rude, I don't fight it. I walk away. If someone says something offhand like, not your best shirt, I'll shrug and say, yeah, laundry day energy. Life gets so much lighter when you stop treating every word like a weapon. So, how do you stop overreacting? Let's get practical. First, pause before reacting. When you feel that emotional spike, pause. Ask yourself, did they actually mean it that way, or am I adding my own spicy interpretation? Someone says, you look tired. Instead of hearing you look terrible, try responding with curiosity. Yeah, didn't sleep much. Most people aren't criticizing. They are noticing. or caring, or just talking without thinking. Look at intent, not just words. Words are clumsy. People don't always phrase things well, especially casually. When people told me I was lucky, their intent was admiration. They just didn't know how else to say it. Once I focused on intent instead of wording, the sting disappeared. Next, don't fight every battle. Ask yourself, is this worth my emotional energy? Someone cuts in line at the coffee shop. You could make a scene, or you could sip your latte in peace. One of these options ruins your day, the other doesn't. Choose wisely. Practice walking away. Silence is powerful. If someone is rude or trying to bait you, walking away protects your peace. I once saw someone absolutely tearing into a cashier for being too slow. Instead of jumping in and escalating things, I paid, smiled at the cashier, and left. Not every fire is yours to put out. Finally, check in with yourself. If you constantly feel attacked, it might not always be about what people are saying. Sometimes it's old wounds, insecurities, stress. For me, you're lucky, hurt, because I wanted validation. Once I gave that validation to myself, other people's words lost their power. Friendships or relationships aren't meant to be exhausting. At the end of the day, relationships should feel easier than this. Not perfect, not conflict free, but not like a constant emotional obstacle course. If every interaction feels like a tightrope walk, people stop showing up. If you notice you're always on the defensive, ask yourself, am I protecting myself, or am I accidentally pushing people away? Life is hard enough without carrying a personal alarm system that goes off every time someone makes popcorn. So choose peace over drama, curiosity over offense, and give people the benefit of the doubt whenever you can. Because when you stop overreacting, you don't just keep your friends, you keep your own sanity. If this episode hit a little close to home or made you laugh in an "oh no, that's me" way, do me a favor and follow JacQ of All Trades on your podcast app. New episodes, more honest conversations, and occasional self-awareness spirals delivered straight to you. And hey, maybe share this episode with that friend who says, I'm not overreacting, I'm just passionate. Sometimes the loudest reaction isn't strength. It's just your inner toddler grabbing the mic. Thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate you all. Catch you in the next one.